Get ready for the weekly Serenet starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's my girl. QST, calling all amateurs to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net, right here on the W8 WKY repeater in Doylestown, 147 Mark 390, positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Tuesday night, share a few laughs, get together with friends. We got a trivia question, we got a few announcements. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator this evening is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo, just Nick. For the duration of this net, I'll be using the club call of W8 WKY. We'll take a couple rounds of in and out check-ins, and then we'll take a couple rounds of regular check-ins. He wants to stick around and play trivia, and we'll do that. And I've got a question for everybody tonight, a little something extra. Got a few announcements before we get started tonight. First, our next monthly meeting, well, only a little over 2 weeks away, January 15th, Wadsworth Eagles Hall. Same bat time, same bat place. Hope to see a bunch of you there. And Josh tonight is going to tell us about Winter Field Day. W8 HRF, this is KD8 SLG. Take it away, Josh.
KD8 SLG, W8 HRF. Good evening, Nick. Hopefully I'm making it through okay. I'm on a different radio today. Looks like I am. Got some information. Oop, there goes my alarm to remind me that I have an announcement for the ClubNet. Want to remind everybody that Winter Field Day is coming up next month in January. January 24th and 25th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. Information on the w8wky.org/2026-winter-field-day. Winter Field Day. It's the first post you see when you come to the website. The event schedule, we're going to start operating around noon on Saturday, run until Sunday afternoon. This is a 30-hour event as opposed to Summer Field Day, which is a 24-hour event. So it'll be a nice long event, plenty of opportunity on Saturday and Sunday to come out and make contacts. There will be a sign-up coming later this week, so keep an eye out. That's the main announcement for tonight, is there will be an opportunity to sign up to operate. We're going to be operating a 3 India currently, which is 3 stations indoors. So we'll have 2 HF stations set up, and then we'll have another station set up that'll be 6 meters, 2 meters, 70 centimeters, etc. Let me take a break for time. The address is going to be, and that's on the Web Club website, it's 8245 Fulton Road, Sterling, Ohio. We're going to have details with regards to parking coming soon. It is at a cabin, an Airbnb cabin, which is going to be pretty cool. There will be some opportunity for staying overnight for the operators who will be staying overnight. There's some beds there. But I believe that is just about it that I had. I just really wanted to let everybody know that a sign-up is coming later this week. I'll send it out. It'll be on that webpage on the Sarah website for Winter Field Day, and I'll also send out a Sarah announce email for that. Also, if you're operating from home, we'll be using the call sign. I believe it's Whiskey 8 Oscar. It's a special event call sign, Whiskey 8 Oscar, because we will be operating. It'll be both the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association and the Canton Amateur Radio Club. So, hope to see you guys there. We'll keep on giving more information as we get closer and closer to the date. So, thank you, Nick. Appreciate you indulging my rambling, and I'll be around for the net. KD8 SLG, W8 HRF.
That was my note I was waiting for, IDing. W8HRF, W8WKY. Thank you, Josh. Thank you very much. Got a lot more information in there than I prepared, so thank you. All right, winter field day, guys. My quick math says 26 sleeps to winter field day. Start counting down, Josh. All right, we're going to clear with Josh, W8HRF, and we are going to get the net started tonight. I'm going to take a couple rounds of in and out check-ins. Those of you just want to raise your hand, say hi to everybody, and show you're here. And then we'll take some regular check-ins and get to the meat tonight. So, this is W8WKY, taking check-ins for the Sarah Club Net. In and out check-ins, please. In and outs only right now. I'm listening.
November 8th, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London. In and out, Happy New Year.
Whiskey 8, Charlie Tango Mike, Jerry at Portage Lakes. Happy New Year's, everybody, in and out.
73s and Happy New Year to everybody. I'm in and out.
Kilo Echo 8, Juliet, November Hotel, Doug and Rittman, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 8, Golf Whiskey, Greg Wadsworth, in and out.
Please copy, November 7, Victor Alpha November, and 7 VAN, in and out. Thank you, 73.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB, Randy and Rittman. I'll be in and out 73, and Happy New Year.
Okay, let me pick it up there, tell you who I got so far. We started off with N8WS. Happy New Year to you there, Bill. W8CTM, the closer for the barometer net. Thanks, Kerry. Somebody double with Kerry. I'm going to come back to you if you don't hear your call sign. Don't run away. KE8JNH, Doug was out there. Good evening, Doug, and Happy New Year. KC8GW. Greg, love your call sign. I always think there's going to be one more letter. N7VAN, Brian, got you in and out. And K8TLB, Randy, got you in there as well. Happy New Year, buddy. Who did I miss in there? Who was that?
I don't think you got Whiskey 8, Alpha Romeo Oscar, W8 ARO, in and out. This is Alan in Ashland.
Alan, that was you. Thank you for coming back and clarifying that for me. You double with Kerry. I recognize the voice, but I don't have it attached to the call sign yet. Getting there, though. Thanks, Alan. All right, who wants to be in and out tonight? Who else wants to be in and out tonight? I'm listening.
E8, IME, David, Sterling, in and out.
Kilo 8, Charlie Whiskey Sierra in Columbus, in and out.
Kilo Charlie 8, Mike India Whiskey, Mobile, and I'll be in and out.
All right, we picked up 3 more in and outs there. We got K8 IME in Sterling. Thanks, man. Good to hear you. Happy New Year. K8 CWS, Corbin down to Columbus, and KC8 MIW, Steve. All in and out. So thanks, guys. All right, who wants to stick around tonight? I got a trivia question and a question for all y'all. So, let's do regular check-ins here. Remember, folks, wait for the beep. Take your time. I'll wait for you. This is W8WKY. Regular check-ins. I'm listening.
Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8, LYJ, Bob, in the Magic City. Whiskey
DTP, Lori Maslin.
November Tango 8 Delta NT8D. Dave, Copley, Ohio.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India KE8 UIB John Maslin.
November 8 Mike Whiskey Sierra Pete N8MWS Jackson Township.
This is WO3X Whiskey Oscar 3 X-Ray John in Cuyahoga Falls.
Kilo Echo 8 Zulu Zulu Romeo, Harry and Wadsworth.
Alpha 8 Charlie Tango AAHCT Craig and Shreve.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa KC8 HDP Jerry also in Shreve.
All right, let me tell you who I got there so far. We got K8LYJ Bob, KF8DTP Lori, NT8D Dave, KE8UIB John, KC0LRM Kelly, N8MWS Pete, W3X John, KE8ZZR Harry, AA8CT Craig, KC8HDP Jerry, KF8ERZ Terry, and W2JLS John. I threw you guys in there. I see ya. Do another round here. If I didn't catch it that time, just try again this time. This is W8WKY. I'm listening.
Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Whiskey Echo.
All right, we picked up Mikey there, KE8QWE. Hi, Mike. And W8TD John, I threw you on the list, whether you want to be there or not. So there, another John. Let's get going here tonight, guys. We'll do another round of check-ins later on after we get through these folks. So hang out, listen in. It'll be fun. So here is tonight's trivia question. In Japan, Buddhist monks ring the bell how many times to ring in the new year? Maybe say that again. In Japan, Buddhist monks ring the temple bell how many times to ring in the new year? Your choices are Alpha, 12, Bravo, 100, Charlie, 108, or Delta, 365. Once again, tonight's trivia question is, in Japan, Buddhist monks ring the temple bell how many times to ring in the new year? Your choices are Alpha, 12, Bravo, 100, Charlie, 108, or Delta, 365. That's the trivia question. And I got another question.
W8WKY.
I've heard a lot of questions this week. What are the New Year's traditions? What's your traditional meal? What are your resolutions going to be? My question is, what do you want to do with ham radio this year? That's my question to all y'all. So whether that is you have some benchmark, you want to try a different thing, you've been saving up for a radio, you want the club to do something, let me know. Let's hear what your plans are for next year in ham radio. Let's start with Bob tonight. K88LYJ. This is W8WKY. How are you tonight, Bob? To answer the trivia question, what are you thinking about doing this year in ham radio?
W8WKY and the group, this is K88LYJ. Happy New Year. Let's get the trivia out of the way. I have no idea of the answer, but I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the distractors, and all but one of them seem to make sense from a purely Western perspective, which I think would be a mistake with Japan, so I'm going to go with Charlie. As far as what I want to do with ham radio, talk on it. No, seriously, get the Grand Spawn licensed up. Looking forward to that. I already bought her a cheap Baofeng, so I can't wait to see her open that sucker up and use it. And I'll give it back to you. This is KA8LYJ.
KA8LYJ, WKY. Fine business, Bob. Fine business. That sounds like a great goal for the year. Certainly does. And looking forward to it. And I got you down for Charlie tonight, 108. Fine business. We're going to clear with KA8LYJ, and Happy New Year to you and yours there, Bob. Let's talk to Lori. We got her first tonight. KF8 DTP. This is WKY. What's up, Lori? What's your answer tonight, and what do you have plans to do in ham radio this year?
W8WKY from KF8 DTP. Let me give you my answer first. So my answer, I'm going to go with B, Bravo. And my plans for radio, I am now the secretary of the Masley group, so I'm more involved. So being more involved, I will start doing more like the POTAs, the Parks on the Air, and things like that. So I'm looking forward to all of that this year. And all that. And for New Year's, John and I just sitting at home. We have the grandkids till tomorrow. So then after that, we're just going to ring the New Year sitting at home in peace and quiet because it's been a loud couple days at our house. With that, this is KF8 DTP. Clear, guys.
KF8 DTP, W8WKY, fine business, Lori. Being an officer changes the view a little bit. Yeah, you're going to have to get a lot more involved in stuff, and that's a good thing. It'd be good to have some friends down there in the club, on the executive committee, if you will. Awesome, Lori. Got you down for Bravo. Happy New Year. We're going to clear with the KF8 DTP. Let's go to Dave, NT8D. This is W8WKY. What's your answer tonight, Dave, and what kind of plans do you have for your ham radio life this year?
Good evening there, Nick, everybody on the net, and any listeners out there. Wishing everybody a safe and happy New Year and close out to 2025. I'm working on the books. I got a lot of bookkeeping done today there, Nick, and another hour's worth, and I'll be done tomorrow, I think, for a lot of stuff. Then I got to wait till after the first year so I can actually file some stuff, pay taxes, and all that good things. Love the end of the year. Got chest cold. It's moving up into my head. It's just looking for a place to get comfortable. I hope it doesn't settle down and move in. But other than that, everything's going pretty well for the holiday season. Let's see, my plans for this year, I really need to rehang my 80-meter loop. It's come down several times. It's not on any of the original limbs that it was hanging from. I've jerry-rigged it at least a half a dozen times over the years, so I think it's time to replace that. I'd like to activate the lighthouse with Josh maybe in August. I think that would be a fun project. And I want to put that rig expert to use and play with antennas. I should probably get a quick beep. I'm going to go with B, Bravo. Even number 100 for the answer. I have no clue, but that's going to be my guess. And by the way, Nick, not only did a lot of people wait for the beep, I think most people even waited for the repeater to drop. I was pretty impressed. Back to net control, W8WKY, NT8D.
No one likes to hear me pant in anger into the microphone, Dave. NT8D, I got you down for Bravo, man. And, yeah, the rig experts are fun to play with, aren't they? They're so much easier to use than an NOVNA. So much easier. And the trees, they just keep growing no matter where we want the antennas to be. Happy New Year, Dave. We're going to clear with NT8D. This is WKY. Let's go to, the other half of that pair. KE8UIB. WKY. How are you tonight, John? What's your answer? What's your parents' answer? And what are you thinking about accomplishing this year in ham radio?
W8WKY from KE8UIB. Good evening, Nick, everybody out there on the net. And you know, Nick, it is Tuesday night trivia, so I am going back and forth with dear old mom and dad, and we're all going to take Alpha tonight for the trivia and see how that goes. And you never know, though, monks, man, you know, they could ring that bell thousands of times, but hey. Ham radio, and this year going into it. Well, you know, I'll steal a little bit of Lori's there, and you know, I am now the VP for the Marks Club. That is big shoes to fill. That is really big shoes to fill. And as you say, being an officer changes your perspective in radio. So, you know, there's a lot more there that I hope to accomplish this year, with, just in general. Now, I know last year one of my New Year's resolutions was to pick up the mic on 2 meters and call CQ more, rag chew a little more, and I drug my foot on it, but a little bit here the last couple months I've been doing it a little bit more and stuff, so you know, I think I'm going to carry that on through next year too and try to do that a lot more too, but I definitely let me pause for time real quick. This year I have hunted a lot of parks on the air, so next year I hope to be one of the parks on the air, and you guys get a little bit more into that too. So I do have some goals there and some big shoes to fill, and I'm just looking forward for 2026 altogether, though, you guys, that's for sure. And with that, I just want to wish everybody a very, very happy New Year's. And this is KE8UIB. I will hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all. Thanks for running the net, Nick.
KE8UIB, W8WKY, a whole lot to unpack there, John. I got you down for Alpha, Alpha, and Alpha, you and your folks. We'll start there. And, you know what? We've been hearing a lot more of just people talking to each other out of the blue on WWKY again, a lot more lately, and that's good to hear. And the best way I've found to drive traffic on the repeater is, what do I say? Leave no call unanswered. That's it. Just let somebody know you heard them. All you have time to do is pick it up, key it up, and say, hey, I heard you. I try to do that. It works. Now I know who to call down there in Marks for stuff. KE8UIB, W8WKY. You guys are listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. I am WWKY, Just Nick, and next on the list we got KC0LRM. Kelly, out there in Tulsa tonight, I think. Or maybe you are home in Kansas. You'll let me know. What's your answer tonight? What are you thinking about in ham radio for coming year?
W8WKY, thanks for getting in there, Nick. My answer, I'm going to go with Delta, the 365, because I could see a monk dinging that thing once for every day of the year coming up. I have no idea if that's right, but that's my answer. Well, I need to get my goal for the year, I think, is, since we moved back to Wichita, and I am in Tulsa, by the way, I've not got my vertical HF back up, and I bought a used 2-meter 11-element Yagi, so I want to get that up in the air and maybe get me a little power to go with it and see how far I can get out there and, you know, however the commercial goes, be heard or whatever. So, and the parts in the air is kind of an interesting thing. I don't know if I have time to do that. That is something I would like to maybe get into, or at least maybe do it from the radio side, from the shack anyway. That's about it. Might have to fix me a drink here in a minute after all this. So, all right, back to you, and thanks for running that. And That's all I got. All right, back to you, Nick.
KC0 LRM. WWKY, I got you down for Delta tonight. All the answers have been chosen so far. That's fabulous. And, thank you, Kelly. And, yeah, I haven't played with 2-meter and a Yagi, but I'm about ready to. After putting up the GP9 down the farm here and still not being able to reliably hit the repeater, I'm looking for another solution. That might be it. Let me know how it goes for you. We'll catch you on the beacon net, I betcha. We're going to clear with KC0 LRM. I'm WWKY, and next on the list tonight, we've got N8MWS Pete. How you doing tonight, Pete? What's your answer to the question, and what plans do you have for ham radio this year?
Hey, good evening, everybody on the net. It's Pete, November 8th, Mike Whiskey Sierra. And quick Happy New Year to everybody. Merry Christmas, belated. I'm kind of new on this net, and but not a new operator. Been around forever. And I'm really enjoying meeting new friends out here. So my pick on the question, I think it's C108, if that was C, and I would pick that. And second, my goals for ham radio is antennas. Man, really got to work on antennas. Been an operator for a long time. I really have some, I don't have hardly anything HF. Until a couple of weeks ago, I built a POTA Performer and set up in my backyard for like a month, and I'm having a blast. I'm doing FT8. I'm talking voice on 20. I'm going out there when it's crappy in the middle of the night and adjusting it for 40 meters and changing the elevated resonant radio. So good times, and I'm glad to be out here. So, and also I invite any amateur radio operators to come to the Nash Family Jackson Amphitheater. It's in Jackson Township, Stark County, Ohio, right across the street from Jackson High School at State Route 241 in Fulton. Can't miss it. And you're always welcome. Come up to me. I'm the production director, house engineer, and you tell me you're a ham and you'll get the full tour. So 7-3s, everybody, and have a wonderful New Year. N8MWS back to net control.
N8MWS, WWKY, I got you down for Charlie. Thanks, Pete. And getting more involved, always a thing. I've been hearing you a lot on the repeater. It's good to hear some different voices in there and having QSOs and having fun. Thanks, Pete. You have a happy new year. We're going to clear with N8MWS. Next on the docket, we've got John, WO3X. This is WWKY. What do you got for us tonight, John? And what's your answer to the trivia question? What do you want to do this year, John? I'm curious.
W8WKY, this is WO3X. John here in Cuyahoga Falls. I obtained a handheld radio that has DMR capability and some other features, but I got it at a very low price, and so it did not come with the cable nor the CD with the data on it to program it. So I'm going to find out how to take care of that. And also, I'm still wanting to complete the installation of my new mast on the tower and take off the Mosley CL33M and replace it with a Cushcraft X7, which will be up a little higher so that I can maybe get into the WA3COM Tuesday evening 10-meter net so I can copy them. They can hear me because I'm using an amp, but I can't hear them very well at all. And on the top of that mast is going to be a new 13B2 2-meter Yagi, which the current one is working just fine. I'm on it right now. And let's see. Okay, yeah. And along the lines of 10 meters, I need to learn how to use FT8 better so that I can make more valid contacts in the Breeze Shooters 10-meter ground wave contest digital version, which I made some contacts this year in March, but they weren't exactly correct because there's more characters than what the standard protocol shows. But I learned later how to get the correct number of characters for that contest in, and so hopefully I'll be using FT8 much better this March, so this coming March. So with that, this is WO3X back to the net.
Hey John, the background noises were unbearable. WO3X. Sounds like you got a lot of plans for the year. That's awesome. Did you have an answer for tonight's trivia question?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take C, Charlie. That background noise, that's the Ohio Digital Emergency Net. It's just about wrapping up. Is this okay now, like this?
No, I can still hear it. It's just digital noise. We're going to clear WO3X. This is W8WKY. You're listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. Next on the list, we got KE8 ZZR, Harry. How you doing tonight, Harry? What chance of the trivia, and what are your plans for the year for ham radio?
W8WKY, this is KE8 ZZR. Good evening, Nick. Happy New Year to you. And Happy New Year, and good evening to everybody else that's on the net. Trivia, let's get the trivia out of the way. I think I'm just going to go with C, Charlie, on the main trivia. And then ham radio stuff, I just want to continue what I've been doing for the past 2 years, since this is going on my third year in ham radio now. And that's to keep learning. Can never learn enough, I guess. So I'm into this DMR thing and trying to master that. That's a whole new animal to me. So I'd like to learn more about DMR. Other than that, that's about all I got. We had a nice lunch down there in Worcester today. Great turnout from both Sarah and the work members. And so that's it, Nick. I'll turn it back to you. This is KE8 ZZR Claire.
W8WKY.
All right, man. Well, we heard you Monday night. We heard you last night on the BoloNet on DMR, so that seems to be working for you. And keep playing with that. As you said, lots to learn. Got you down for Charlie tonight, Harry. Happy New Year, man. We're going to clear with KE8 ZZR. Let's go to Shreve and talk to Craig, AA8CT. This is W8WKY. What's going on, Craig? What big plans do you have for the year, and what's your answer to the trivia tonight?
W8WKY. Good evening, Nick. Plans. Well, let's start out with the trivia answer. I'm going to go with Charlie for the trivia answer. Big plans for ham radio. Get at least 2 towers up and do some POTA and have a lot of fun, because it is a lot of fun, and I've got stuff that I can hang, so it's going to be even more fun when it gets hung. So with that, I'm going to wish everybody a Happy New Year, and Look forward to seeing you in about, a week and a half ish for the club meeting. This is AAHCT back to W8WKY, and Nick, thank you for doing the net this evening. Be well, my friend, in 73s.
AAHCT WWKY. All right, Craig, I got you down for Charlie tonight. Yeah, you got some towers to put up and some lofty goals, some things to get up in the air there. Gonna make it happen, I'm sure you are. Thanks, Craig. Happy New Year, man. We're gonna clear with AAHCT. We're gonna stay in Shreve and talk to Jerry. KC8HDP, this is W8WKY. Good evening, Jerry. You got any big ham radio plans this year? You gonna be president again this year? I'm wondering. How are you, man?
W8WKY and the net. This is KC8HDP on the south end of Shreve. Well, yes, I will be president of the Wayne Amateur Radio Club again this year. That's the way it goes. It's been great. The members are great, and most of the members are members of both of Sarah and the Wayne Club, and it's a great relationship. Let's see. Well, for him, trivia questions, so I don't forget. I have no clue, so I'll just take Bravo. Bravo for the trivia question answer. As far as what I want to do with ham radio this year, well, I want to keep get some training in for ham radio. As far as the club goes, I want to get some things taken care of that we've been needing to get taken care of, like updating the Constitution and bylaws and looking into becoming a 501c3, whatever that is. Anyway, so that's been needing done for a couple of, for probably 3 or 4 years now, and in my second year I want to make sure that gets done. And then here, I want to get up at least one more antenna. I have an HF antenna and one for VHF, UHF, and I'd like to get at least one more antenna up. 2 would be preferable. Anyway, that's a couple of things I want to get accomplished this year. So other than that, I don't really have anything, but watch out for the weather here over New Year's. But Happy New Year to everyone, and to you, Nick, and thanks for picking up the net this evening. So with that, we'll send things back to you. KD8SO, whoops, got to put a quarter in the jar. W8WKY and the net from KC8HDP. Happy New Year in 73.
Thanks for the chuckle there with the call sign. Man, you change them back and forth more often than I do. I don't know how you do it. I do know how you do it. You just think about it. KC8HDP W8WKY. I got you down for Bravo tonight, and Jerry's got some club level goals. That's cool. That's cool, Jerry. Gary is done with his tenure here at W8WKY, so we're going to have to find a new president over here this year. Going to clear with KC8HDP, and let's see if a couple of the guys I picked up out of nowhere are still out there. But I did want to let KC8FQV, Mark, I got you on the list, and K6KJV, Kevin, got you as well. So stick around, guys. I'll get to you in a minute or two. Let's see if Terry in West Virginia is listening tonight. KF8ERZ, this is W8WKY. You out there, Terry? What's your answer to trivia, and what are you thinking about doing this year in ham radio?
W8WKY, this is KF8ERZ. Good evening, Nick, and everybody on the net this evening. It's good to hear one on there, and enjoying hearing everybody's comments. Well, for the trivia, I'm going to go C. Charlie. I don't know where that'll get me, but that seemed like a good answer for me. So C. Charlie for my trivia answer. And for ham radio, my goals for this year, I want to get into the FT8, get my feet wet in that. I've got everything to set it up. Just got to get it figured out and everything tied into the computer. And definitely want to get some more contacts with HF. I passed my general. I told everyone that a couple weeks ago. So want to get into HF radio a little bit more and see how far I can reach out. Maybe do a little bit of antenna work too. And last but not least, want to try to build up our Ritchie County Amateur Radio Group Club. We just started it back up again in November, and we're next meeting scheduled for January, so hopefully we can get it built up. So anyway, I'll hand it back to Net Control, say 73s, and thanks for taking my check-in. It's KF8 ERZ.
KF8ERZ, W8WKY. Good to hear from West Virginia tonight, and cool to hear about some other club activities going on out there, Terry. And we'll have to talk about that sometime. Got you down for Charlie tonight. Happy New Year, my friend. We'll be listening. We're going to clear with KF8ERZ. Next on the docket, we've got my brother from another mother, W2JLS. This is W8WKY. How are you tonight, John? What's your answer to trivia, and what do you want to do this year in ham radio?
Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee, as hosted by my brother from another mother, J8 SOG. Hey there, Mr. Nick. Good evening over here. I'm at the natatorium over here in Carolyn with Jim. So I apologize for any background noise I have. Hope it's kind of coming over clearly. I like everyone's jumping on CD108. It does sound interesting, and I have no idea what that might be about. But when you've got this much momentum behind it, something that random, somebody knows something. So I'll be looking forward to your explanation. What else? My interest this year as you know, I've finished up with that giant time consumer I've been engaged in for the last 20 months, but I've got some ambitions to spend more time in the radio community, hopefully with you guys, and I do need to clean up some of my antennas. It's probably time to maybe replace some cables, and I'd like to put up a vertical high enough to explore 2 meters at greater distances. I talked about doing that about a year and a half ago. I got really busy with school, so but I'm angling at that. And I've never had QSO cards, and I plan on building those out and spending a little bit more time on HF. So that's my plan, buddy. Thanks for having me again. Hope I don't have too much background noise here at the pool. W2JLS passing it back.
W2JLS, W8WKY. Your background noise sounded like waterfalls, like white noise. I was getting kind of sleepy. I got you down for Charlie tonight, man. And when you need some help getting stuff up in the air, you let us know. You know, Gary's right around the corner and stuff. Happy New Year to you, my man. Happy New Year. W2JLS, W8WKY. You're listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net. I'm W8WKY, just Nick. And next up, we've got Mike, KE8QWE. This is W8WKY. Mike, our treasurer, how are you tonight, man? What's your answer to trivia, and what plans do you have in ham radio this year?
W8WKY.
Echolink, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope that everybody's had a good Christmas. Hope they have a happy New Year's. I'm not quite sure what the weather around here is going to be doing, but it's going to be doing what it's going to be doing. So I guess that's what it comes down to. Okay, the primary trivia question. I'm going to go with B, Bravo, for no other reason. It just sounds about right now. I've seen how they ring those bells, and if you look at the size of the log and how much force it takes to swing it, even 100 times, it might be a little bit much. Okay, as far as what I'm going to do on ham radio, in fact, I already decided this before I got on this net. This year I haven't been as active in things as I really wanted to be. Granted, it's been a really crazy year, especially the last 6 months. So I want to become more active as far as the nets. I want to work with Sarah some more. I look at the Treasury job, and it's really getting there, but I feel there's a couple areas that we could probably improve upon, so I'd like to work on that. I want to put up a vertical HF antenna, probably with either they have a gap tighten, but they also have a smaller one too, and I might go with that. I kind of like that because you don't have to have radials or anything like that. You can just mount the thing up and hook it up, and with any kind of luck, it will work. Probably have to do some tuning, but that's what I am planning on. And other than that, I don't have a whole lot more. So everybody, have a great holiday and a great weekend. Stay safe and stay healthy. It's Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee. See you, folks.
K8QWE, W8WKY. Mike, I got you down for Bravo tonight, 100. Thank you very much. And, yeah, you know what? Treasury's come a long way this year. It really has. And, you know, one or two things to tweak there, and rolling strong. And you know we're about to roll into a new year, so we can start filling up the coffers again when we start collecting dues. How about that? It's fine business, Mike. And, getting a vertical up. Big one or maybe a smaller one. You got some space in that backyard. We're going to clear with K8QWE. This is W8WKY. And next up, let's see if John's out there. W8TD. This is W8WKY. How are you tonight, John? I threw you in there.
W8WKY in the net. Whiskey 8 Tango Delta. Good evening, all. Let's see. Regarding the trivia question, I'm going to go with Charlie. Well, I agree that sounds an awful lot like work. And the goals are to continue what I've been doing. Get back on. I've always had a remote base on 29.6, and I haven't had one for the last 5 or 10 years. Get one set up this weekend so I can be back on that before we lose the band completely. W8WKY in the net, W8TD.
What happened there? W8TD, W8WKY. All right, John, I got you down for Charlie. And don't lose that band, so get over there. We're going to clear with John tonight, W8TD. Happy New Year, John. I do have Mark, KC8FQV. It's a net now. He's on the list. Got K6KJV, Kevin. And I got KI5RFI. Mac is joining us from Arkansas. I'm going to do another round of check-ins here, see if anybody else out there wants to get on the list. I'll read the questions again, and then we'll get close to wrapping this thing up. So anybody else want to get in here tonight on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Tuesday Night Club Net, please give me a call. I'm listening.
This is Kilo Delta 8, Echo Papa Charlie, Key 8 EPC, Dustin and Medina.
W8WKY, this is Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo, KKYUK, Lucy and Akron.
And Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8 HRF, Josh in Akron.
Kilo 8 Papa Julia Whiskey, K8 PJW.
All right, what a wonderful flurry of recognizable voices there at the end. We got KD8EPC, Dustin, KE8YUK, Miss Lucy, W8HRF, Josh, and K8PJW. I think you guys are going to round us out tonight. Fabulous. All right, guys, I'm going to read the question again and ask the other question, and we'll run through the rest of this list. So tonight's question is, in Japan, Buddhist monks ring the temple bell how many times to ring in the new year? Alpha 12, Bravo 100, Charlie 108, Delta 365. Once again, in Japan, Buddhist monks ring the temple bell how many times to ring in the new year? Alpha 12, Bravo 100, Charlie 108, or Delta 365. That's tonight's question. Trivia question. The other question is, what do you want to do in ham radio this year? Coming up. Let's start with Mark. It's a net now. KC8FQV, this is WWKY. What do you got for us, Mark? KC8FQV, W8WKY. Mark, are you there? Nothing heard. Let's go out to RevKev. K6KJV. This is WWKY. How are you tonight, RevKev? What's your answer to the trivia, and what do you want to do in ham radio this year?
Well, hello, Nick. Or should I say Nick? And the rest of the crew and the youngins and everyone else on the net. Yeah, Mark left right before you called him. So, there you go. Oh, well, I'm glad you had a D on there for the question, so you know I'm going to take D. And you can even double it up and say double D if you want to. I'm on that. Delta. There you go. And, what do I want to do? Well, you know, a brand new hotspot just happened to show up in the mail the other day. At least that's what I told my wife. And so I'm going to try to figure it out this year. So with that, I'm going to say God bless, 73, and may the good Lord bless, protect, prosper, and bring peace and healing to each and every one of all your families and friends. Maranatha. Back to you there, Nick, from K6KJV.
K6KJV, W8WKY. Maranatha. Maranatha, RevKev. I got you down for Delta tonight, and a new hotspot to play with. I don't know where it came from. Don't let her ask me. Have fun with it, Kev. Happy New Year. We're going to clear with K6KJV. Let's go to Arkansas and see what's going on with Mac. KI5RFI. This is KEO-W8WKY. How are you tonight, Mac? What's your answer, and what do you want to do this year?
W8WKY in the net. KI5RFI. Mac in Springdale. Good evening. I don't think I've checked into your club net before, so good evening, everybody. And, greetings from Arkansas. I think I'm going to go with D Delta. I'm going to agree with Rev Kev on that one. And as far as new stuff for this year, I'm hoping to maybe down the road get into some digital radio. Might try one of those new MIKE hotspots. Sound like we had a lot of fun there. With that, back to net control, KI5RFI.
W8WKY.
KI5RFI, W8WKY. Mac, thanks for stopping by tonight. Good to hear from Arkansas. I got you down for Delta, and playing with those little digital boxes is a good time. So looking forward to hearing you somewhere else on some new toys. We're going to clear with KI5RFI. Happy New Year, Mac. And let's go to my pal Dustin, KD8EPC. This is W8WKY. What do you think, Dustin? You ready for a big day on the radio tomorrow? Tell us all about it. What's your answer to the trivia question? And, man, what are your goals for the year in ham radio?
WKY and the Sarah Club Net. Well, good evening to you, Nick. Let's see here. Let's start with my answer before I forget. I'm going to look over here, and I might have to cheat off of Mac and RevKev there, and I'm going to go with Delta for my trivia answer also. As far as my radio goals for the next coming up year, I'd like to maybe get some more people in to play D-Star with me and just explore the world of D-Star and see what it is that I might be able to do there. Let's see, what's going on with radio. Tomorrow we've got, I guess the Boredom Breaker net's going to be some kind of New Year's 24-hour net thing, and I'll be running the first hour of that tomorrow. Then tomorrow night, I'll be doing the Beacon net. We're starting at 9:30, so be there nice and early. There's not going to be a trivia question. I'm just going to say hello to everybody, round up some check-ins, and make it a quick one there. So That's all I've got for you, Nick. It's a little weird being blind. My computer screen decided to take a dump on me tonight, so I got to go dig another one out there. So being there without net a little bit strange. Boy, it's the longest I've talked on the repeater in a while, so let's turn it back over to you before I turn into a pumpkin. This is KD8EPC, back to net control, 73.
Oh, man of my own heart. You talked for 1 minute and 5 seconds, and it felt like forever for you. I love you, man. So, I got you down for Delta. I'm going to start there. So, yeah, the Extended Freedom Network, the International Radio Network, they're running a 24-hour New Year's Eve net tomorrow. GV0NYE, I believe, is the call sign, the special call sign. And the Boredom Breaker Hub is going to be connected to it. We still have our as the Boredom Breaker net, and it's being dropped and still connected to that thing. So we'll see how that works out. But we'll be there for an hour, more or less, and we'll connect up for the 2 hours we normally connect to. But they're starting at 7 and running until 7 the next morning, and I don't think we want that on the repeater here. Barometer net and the beacon net still want to happen. So there you go. We'll see you there, Dustin. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to clear with KD8EPC. This is W8WKY. And next on the list, we got KE8Y UK, Miss Lucy, another beacon netizen. How you doing? How are the kids? What's your answer to trivia, and what goals do you have in ham radio this coming year?
W8WKY, KE8Y UK. Hi, everybody. My answer is going to be A, alpha. I think 12 times. I think I caught something in there that hopefully tipped my hand, but we'll see. I'm probably wrong because I overthought it. Goals in ham radio. Balance it well. Balance it well. I haven't been that radioactive, and I do miss it, but at the same time, it's really fun to hear Betty pick up songs and sing along, and I don't really want to trade that. So just have to figure out when I need to play music in the car, and when I need to throw my call sign out there, and have good times with that. As far as what I'm up to right now, I am making a real-life Blue's Clues mailbox. Yes, they sell Blue's Clues mailbox toys, but why do that when I can go to all the trouble of doing it myself? So far I have mailbox pretty much complete. He just needs a brad on his flag so that rotates back and forth the way it should. And now I have letters with way too many details. I think since I can't do implanted videos, not implanted, what's the word? Josh isn't helping me. Embedded, that's the word. Embedded videos in paper, cardstock. I think I'm going to do a clear plastic slide that Betty could put pictures behind, because why not make this harder on myself? She just got a bunch of presents for Christmas, but here I am making a fake mailbox. Anyway, that is what I am up to, and the kids are doing well. They love each other very much. Will eats everything. He has started eating carrots, which is super cute, and I love him very much. Happy New Year, everybody. KE8YK to W8WKY 73s, and God bless.
KE8Y UK W8WKY. All right, Miss Lucy. Balance. Gotcha. And I got you for Alpha tonight. It's good hearing you. And I do miss, I miss when you used to drive to boxing and wake me up when you were doing the mobile thing. You seem to do that every week on the regular. I do kind of miss that. Absolutely. Good to hear ya. We're going to clear with KE8Y UK. Next up, we've got Josh, W8HRF. We call him Mr. Lucy sometimes. What's your answer tonight? I don't know if we have time for all of your goals for this year, Josh, but give it a shot. W8HRF, W8WKY.
Wow, that was an adventure that happened in 10 seconds. Let me make sure I got it. W8 WKY, W8 HRF. Thanks, Nick. I was playing around with APRS and I accidentally started transmitting on the APRS frequency. Whoops. My goals for next year. That's a great question. Lots of ideas. I don't know. We'll see. I like the idea of my goals include getting some sleeves for my QSL cards so I can put them into a 3-ring binder. Maybe making some more HF contacts to get some more cool QSL cards. Maybe hanging some on the wall. Things like that. For the club, I don't know. I've got some ideas. I've been talking to people about events that we want the club to do. So we'll see what comes of all those. So it should be good. Hopefully get the operations committee. I don't know, just running very smoothly. So let's see. Let me think. For my trivia, I'm going to answer Delta, just because 365 would be painfully long to sit through, but we'll go with that. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think I have APRS set up on this FTM 400 just about correct. I just need to finish this video I've been going through, make sure I have everything set, and then try to send a message to somebody, I guess. So we'll see what happens. I see a couple call signs on here beaconing out every now and again that I recognize. So, all right, I think that's it. So I'll throw it back to you, Nick. Wish everybody a Happy New Year. And we'll catch you later. Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee, W8 HRF 73 all.
Thanks, Josh. I was going to read your answer back, but I had the cursor right over the letter. Delta it is. Got you down for Delta. I have this picture of you and Lucy sitting on the floor, scrapbooking more or less as you fill in your QSL card little binder thing. That's the Norman Rockwell picture in my head. Fine business, Josh. It's good talking to you tonight, man. Thanks for doing the announcement earlier tonight. And thanks for everything else. We're going to clear W8 HRF. We've got Phil next on the list. And then, if I'm feeling bouncy, I'll try Mark again. Let's go to Phil, K8PJW, W8 WKY. How are you tonight, Phil? What's your answer to the trivia question? What ham radio goals do you have for the year?
W8 WKY.
W8WKY, K8PJW. Good evening, Nick, and good evening to all the netizens out there. Great to hear all the answers and all the goals for next year, so I'll add mine to that as well. First off, I'll do the trivia. I'm going to go with Alpha. So put them down the Alpha column. And I've been assembling all the accessories and stuff for a QRP transceiver, and so hopefully the rest of them will come in the mail soon, and so I can start putting together a Go kit that I can then take out to a park somewhere and try to make some contacts. I'm looking forward to that. That's all I have. Christmas went well. I had the whole family in the house, so we had a full house. Really enjoyed that. And looking for a peaceful and calm new year. So with that, hand back to you, Nick. K8PJW, back to the net.
Very good, Phil. Putting together a rig to go out and play with. That's awesome. I got you down for Alpha tonight. Alpha. And a Happy New Year to you. We're going to clear with K8PJW. We're going to go back to Mark and see if he's come back to visit us. I think he has. KC8FQV, W8WKY. Mark, are you out there?
Yep, Nick, we made the round trip. Went over to the airport and dropped my brother off there. Yeah, the top deck, wasn't all that much traffic on the top deck.
But the lower deck, yeah, they were packing them in down there on the lower deck. If you know, you go to Hopkins, you got two levels. You got the departure level, and then you got the arrival level. Arrival level's below. Departure's up top. Yeah, we went right in and dropped off and left and came back home. Roads were good. Yeah, the roads were good. So, but I'm going to say Charlie, 108. And my goals, well, when I feel encouraged about wanting to get an Allstar Node, I will. But that's going to take a lot of encouragement because, well, we'll leave it at that. Let's send it back to net. Yeah, I heard that tomorrow, I guess, from 7 o'clock tomorrow morning until 7 o'clock Thursday morning, ARC time, is when they're going to do that net that we were talking about. And the winter weather conditions are now until Thursday morning at 7. So let's send it back to net, Nick, KSFQV.
All right, Mark, I'm going down for Charlie. And, yeah, the GB0NYE is the call sign for that net, and they're doing that all day. The most direct route to get there, I think, would be Allstar Node 2195 or 2197, either of those. Easy to remember with 4 digits from the early days. Get you down for Charlie. Thanks for being there, Mark. Sure we'll talk to you soon. And Happy New Year to you. We're going to clear a KC8FQB. This is W8WKY. I'm going to tell everybody what the answer is now. We're running a little long, so let's wrap it up. The trivia question tonight was, in Japan, Buddhist monks ring the temple bell how many times to ring in the new year? Alpha 12, Bravo 100, Charlie 108, or Delta 365. Buddhist monks in Japan ring temple bells 108 times. 108, that's Charlie, on New Year's Eve, in a ritual to symbolically cleanse the 108 earthly desires that cause suffering, allowing for a fresh, purified start to the new year. The sound of the bell is believed to dispel these worldly passions, helping people overcome negative feelings like greed, anger, and delusion. How did they get to 108? There's a couple of different ways. One is a lunar calendar, 12 months, plus 24 seasonal divisions, plus 72 other seasonal divisions. That's 108 if you're following along. There are other methods. 6 senses multiplied by 3, whether it's pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, then by 2, whether it's pure, impure, and further by 3, past, present, and future lives. There's another way to get to 108. Fabulous stuff. Let me drop this. A lot of you had it very right, and I think Bob pegged it on the first answer. If you were thinking in Western ways, so those other numbers made sense, but if you were thinking outside the box, outside of the Western box, that is, 108 was kind of sticking out. So, with that, I want to remind everybody, tomorrow afternoon we'll be linked up for the Boredom Breaker Hub, for the Boredom Breaker Net, from 1 to 3 o'clock, and we'll be a part of the New Year's Eve 24-hour celebration going on there. The Beacon Net will be there tomorrow night at 9:30 start time with Dustin, right here on the W8WKY, and the Barometer Net will go on as regular tomorrow morning at 7, the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. I want to thank everybody who was here tonight. Happy New Year. And a little side note, tonight's the anniversary of when I broke my ankle last year. So, kind of commemorating that. And tomorrow night I'll be having the date I was supposed to have last year on New Year's Eve for the lottery. So there. With all of that, Happy New Year, everybody. I'm going to return the repeater and the call sign. W8WKY. This is KD8SLG. I'm clear. Happy New Year's, everybody.